Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Mishpocha. Welcome to another edition of Ray Bash's Ramblings. I'm your host, Rabbi Yehuda Ben Shemer, with my special guest, the neighborhood cat. Here we are once again in my Sukkah, and I just wanted to share with you some more revelation, some things that Adonai has shown me this year on the first day of Sukkot. I was reading Luke chapter 2 about Yeshua's birth, because we as Messianic Netzari Jews know that Yeshua was born around the time of Sukkot, and that Caesar Augustus was a smart cookie, and he said, well, all the Jews are going to be coming back to their hometowns for the pilgrimage festival and coming to Jerusalem. Hey, might as well take a census and collect taxes at the same time. Kill two birds with one stone. So we know that Yosef went to Bethlehem, the house of bread, where he grew up, to register. And I'm sure that he had full intentions of going to his father's house, erecting and building a sukkah there, and celebrating Sukkot with his espoused wife Miriam. But that's not the way things went. As you know, Miriam went into labor, and they had to find a place, fast. But all the inns and lodging places were full, and so they had to go out, and Yeshua had to be born in a sukkah. You said, well, no, it was a stable. It was where animals were. But you know what? During the intermediate days of Sukkot, it's permitted to work. And most likely there was a sukkah erected for the herders, for the cattle and for the sheep. And so they could fulfill the commandment of dwelling in a sukkah during their break and while they were watching the animals. And they brought their animals in there to feed them and to rest during the heat of the day when the sun was out or what have you. So there was a sukkah on the premises of the lodging. And, of course, an inn and a lodging place would have animals because you have to have fresh meat, you have to have fresh milk. A lot of these lodging places were on the outskirts of the city, and so they had to provide for their guests. So they had animals on the premises. So according to rabbinic law, you have to have ownership of the sukkah. And so what I believe happened is that the innkeeper gave this sukkah to Joseph as a gift on the condition that after Sukkot was over, he would give that sukkah back to him. So it was technically his. And according to the laws and the traditions, you have to participate in building the sukkah for it to truly be yours. So in the process of Joseph preparing a crib for Yeshua, as Miriam was in the process of delivering Yeshua, he found a feeding trough and made a crib out of it. And in this process, he probably got a few palm branches and threw on top of the roof so that he could fulfill the commandment of actually building a sukkah. So Yeshua was born in a sukkah. And, if you ever looked at nativity scenes and noticed that they looked like sukkahs, because it was a sukkah. It's a three-sided building with a thatched roof of branches, leaves, or hay, or some kind of foliage. And so it's no coincidence. So I thought that was, really cool. But what really stuck out in my mind is Luke chapter 2, verse 9, where it says that an angel of the Lord appeared unto the shepherds to announce Yeshua's birth. And I thought, wait a second, hold on. I've learned and I've been taught that the angel of the Lord is Yeshua in pre-incarnate form. How can the angel of the Lord, Yeshua in pre-incarnate form, be there announcing his own birth to the shepherds? If he's already born in the manger, how could he be the angel of the Lord at the same time? Well, I started looking at the Greek and the Hebrew and Aramaic, and I noticed that it wasn't the angel of the Lord, which that's the designation of Yeshua in pre-incarnate form in the scriptures. It says the angel of the Lord, because we know that all the other angels have names. Gabriel, or Gabriel, Michael, Michael, Raphael, and all these others. There's names for these angels, but the angel of the Lord didn't have a name, because the name of the angel of the Lord is Yahweh itself. It's Yeshua in pre-incarnate form. It's an intimation of Hashem himself in angelic form before Yeshua was born on earth. So I said, okay, well, who is this angel of the Lord? Well, I looked and found out that it didn't say the angel of the Lord. It said an angel of the Lord. So it was a angel of the Lord. So Yeshua, being an emanation of Hashem, was born in a human body through Mary and was placed in the manger and the crib under the sukkah by the inn. And while at the same time, Yahweh emanated himself again in an angelic form. He was an angel of the Lord, not the angel of the Lord, and therefore he was able to announce the birth of Messiah Yeshua. So that's how there could be an angel of the Lord and Yeshua in two places at the same time. So that's what that was all about. And I thought, wow, that was a pretty awesome revelation that I received this year for Sukkot. It's something that I never really thought about before, and that's, I read that passage hundreds of times, but this time it really jumped out at me, and it caused me to question, hey, how can the angel of the Lord be in two places at once? If the angel of the Lord is Yeshua, and he's born in a manger, how can he be in two places at once? That's because Yeshua was the angel of the Lord, and he was born, and then you had an angel of the Lord, another emanation of Hashem, projecting himself in an angelic form, announcing the birth of Messiah Yeshua to the shepherds. So anyway, that's another revelation from my Sukkah this year. Thanks for watching. Enjoy. We'll see you later. Shalom and Shavuot Tov.